Do you want to add vibratos to your vocals in post-production? Don't feel embarrassed, I do that too. Sometimes when I sing, my vibrato comes out and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm about to show you how to artificially add natural sounding vibratos in Ableton Live with a simple trick. Here's a preview. Maybe tomorrow. Now without the artificial vibrato. Maybe tomorrow. Hey, I'm Thales, pop music producer, and this fake vibrato technique works in every DAW, even without auto-tune, Melodyne, Waves Tune, or any pitch correction software. All you need is a delay and a tremolo effect. Just so we're on the same page, a natural vibrato is a slight variation in pitch, going up and down with a shape that resembles a sine wave. And it happens pretty quickly at around 6 Hz. And to recreate that in your favorite DAW, we're going to load a delay plugin and automate some parameters during the parts we want the vibrato to happen. In Ableton Live, I like to use echo, which has awesome delay features. Here's how. First, add an echo effect. Change the delay mode to time so it's not synced to the BPM, but a value in Hertz instead. Now bring the left and right knobs down to 3 milliseconds, decay to 0, and feedback knob to 0 so it doesn't create echoes. Now turn filter off to preserve the whole frequency spectrum and adjust the dry wet knob to 100%. Now let's go to the modulation tab and turn off sync so we can modulate the pitch according to a human's natural vibrato rate. Change the frequency of the oscillator to 6 Hz and phase to 0. And the most important step is adding modulation to the delay time. Keep this at 0 by default, then raise it to 65% during the notes you want vibratos. Maybe tomorrow. Feel free to experiment with higher values than 65%, but I find that it's too much. It becomes very unnatural. I've had lots of vocal tracks from singers with great natural vibrato, and notice that there's also a tremolo component. So it's not only pitch variation, but volume too. When the pitch goes higher, so does the volume. When the pitch goes down, so does the volume again. Before I show you how to do it, can you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos? In Ableton Live, I like to use the auto pan, which I'll turn into a tremolo effect. Just make sure to select the same rate as the delay effect, so they're in sync. Then bring the phase down to 0, which removes the phase difference between left and right channels, and now it's just a tremolo. Here's the thing though. We want to automate these two parameters at once, the delay modulation and the tremolo amount. So let's create a macro. Just select them, group them up with the Ctrl G or Command G, click to display the macro controls, and let's begin mapping. Click Map, then click Delay Modulation, then under Macro 1, click Map. Now do the same for the auto pan amount. And for the minimum values, we're going to have 0 in both cases, to make sure these effects don't affect the whole track at all times. And for the maximum values, I like 65% for the delay modulation and a super subtle amount for the auto pan, barely noticeable like 15%. I'll rename it to vibrato to stay organized. And once this is done, click Map again to close the mapping menu and draw some automation. So pick the words to which you want to add the artificial vibrato, turn automation mode on, click your new macro, and draw curves like this one. I find it to sound more natural when you don't start the automation at the beginning of the word. I prefer to draw a fade, like the vibrato is getting stronger as I hold the notes. That's usually the pattern of a real vibrato. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Notice I keep it discrete to sound more natural, but if you go back to your mapping controls and make those values higher, you can exaggerate this. Maybe tomorrow. If you want to get freaky, this is how you do it. Also, depending on the singer's technique, the vibrato can get faster or slower than that. Sometimes it's a much faster rate. If you listen to Post Malone, you know what I'm talking about. Something around 8 Hz seems to do the trick for a cool, fast vibrato effect. Maybe tomorrow. Subscribe. Hey, this technique will make your production sound more expressive and professional. Now imagine if you could use vocal doubling to create huge choruses like the pop songs on the top charts. If you'd like that, you must watch this video.